Well, guys, it is now time for another season of my Madden NFL 22 franchise as we just wrapped up the 2028 season as we're getting ready for the Super Bowl. As very interesting is what it's going to be, and of course, I don't know why the controller was saying it was not there when I did use the controller. So here how it is in the AFC, in the playoff, in the regular season. In the AFC North, the Ravens once again won the division, going 14-3, and the Bengals, who had a really strong finish to the end of the year last year, showed up this year with a very strong season. They were 7-0 at one point, and they ended up finishing 13-4. I think the best record in franchise history with one of the best offenses of all time, scoring 574 points. Doing better than the Ravens, honestly, but they still couldn't get the division. The Steelers, they actually, in the middle of the part of the year, were actually kind of like hanging in there okay, and like not that far off from 500, but then they lost their final 3 games of the year to finish 6-11. And the Browns, they had a terrible start to the year. They were 1-7 at one point. Then they turned it around a little bit. After that 1-7 start, they went, what was that, 5-4 the rest of the way? Not a bad finish, although they still weren't really a good team, as they went 6-11 after they let Baker go last year, at the end of this year. And then the Colts won the NFC South and got home field advantage. Absolutely insane, too. Didn't expect them to do much this year, but boy, they start off the year 4-0, and they never looked bad at all. They were dominant throughout the entire year. The Titans had a down year this year. They had a really rough start to the year. Then they were very competitive with the Colts in the middle of the year, but then they fell off quite a bit afterwards as they fell to 10-7 and still made the playoffs with a really good offense but a horrendous defense. And the Jaguars continued to struggle. They had a horrible start to the year. They were 2-6 at one point. The second half of the year, they actually were pretty competitive and almost started to make a comeback towards relevancy, but now they've had back-to-back 7-10 seasons, and the Texans, after having an elite offense last year, had a horrible year this year as their defense was trash. They regressed into 5-12. In the AFC East, the Dolphins won the division, going 12-5 and looking really good for most of the year. And the Bills, after having a terrible season last year, actually had a really good start to the year, but they just didn't look really good till near the end of the year, but then they lost 3 in a row to kind of like limp into the playoffs at 10-7. The Jets were around 500 for most of the year, but then near the end of the year, they started to regress as they fell off to 7-10. And the Patriots, after winning the Super Bowl, continued to struggle as they once again finished at 4-13. And in the AFC West, the Chargers won the division with a very strong offense. Everyone in the AFC West had a slow start to the year, but the Chargers managed to recover and went on to win the division at going 12-5. The Broncos start off the year 2-0 and look like maybe they can recover from their record last year, but then they had a horrible near the end of the year and played really badly. But then, final 2 games of the year, they won blowouts, so they had a really nice finish to finish 8-9 once again. And the Chiefs, the runners-up for the Super Bowl last year, did not have a good year as they regressed to 7-10, which I believe is their first losing season since 2012. 16 years ago since they had their last losing season, I believe. And the Raiders had a horrible start to the year, but near the end of the year, just like the Broncos, they had a big turnaround to regress to 7-10 and be somewhat competitive still. Everyone but the Chiefs in the AFC West was bad, honestly, which is insane. And then in the NFC North, the Bears won the division, got home field advantage after having a rough last year where they started terrible and they finished strong. The Bears had a very strong season throughout as they finished 14-3. The Packers had a slow start to the year where they were 0-2, I think it was. They turned it around and had a very strong finish to go 11-6 to make the playoffs again. The Lions, after having a horrible season last year, they had a very strong season. Although they were around 500 for most of the year, they were explosive offensively, and they managed to get back into the playoffs as they finished 10-7. And then the Vikings. Last year, they were 2-15. Then they started off 0-3 this year. Then they went on to win 6 in a row and looked like being a playoff team. But then the final stretch of the year, they finished like 1-7 to finish 7-10. A very disappointing finish after a strong start, but a nice turnaround still after having a terrible season last year. And the NFC South, the Saints won the NFC South despite not looking that good for most of the year. They were 7-5 at one point and not looking very good, but they ended up winning all but one of the remaining games and finished 11-6, leapfrogging the very strong Falcons with Tua as their starter. He and the Falcons had a very strong season. They were 7-1 at one point. Then, unfortunately, for them, they kind of limped near the end of the year and losing their final 2 games where they had a chance to get home field advantage, to not only not even get it, but losing the division to the Saints, who leapfrog over them. Very disappointing finish. The Buccaneers. At one point, they were around 500 for most of the year, but then in the middle of the season, they got off to a very strong finish. Strong momentum, as they were 7-5 and actually looked very good, unlike the Saints, and looked like they were going to get into the playoffs. But then they lost their final 5 games in horrific fashion. They were just obliterated as they finished a terrible 7-10. And the Panthers once again had another horrible season. Nothing's going right for them, as they finished 1-16 after they let Sam Darnold go after last year. And in the NFC East, the Giants won the division. They start off the year 3-7, look like the terrible Giants as they've mostly been this franchise. But then, thanks to the Cowboys and Eagles collapsing, combined with the Giants somehow miraculously winning 5 games in a row, they managed to go 9-8 and managed to win the division and make the playoffs. First time since 2022 they did this, and first time they won the division since 2011. And the Cowboys had a horrible start to the year, and even when they recovered at one point were 5-3, they just were not the same team, as they were around 500 for most years. They regressed to 8-9, did not have a good year whatsoever. And the Eagles, at the beginning part of the year, they were 4-0 and looked like one of the best teams in the NFC and looked like they were going to easily make a Super Bowl run. But then the team completely fell apart afterwards. They finished 6-11. Talk about complete collapse. Meanwhile, the football team also had a complete collapse. After having a strong season last year, nothing went right for them as they regressed to 4-13. And finally, in the NFC West, the Cardinals, who've been terrible for most of this franchise, all of a sudden out of nowhere, won the division. Thanks to the division being horrible, the Cardinals remained competitive. And at one point, they won 3 in a row to get to 6-4. And thanks to the 49ers and Seahawks just kept shooting themselves in the foot, the Cardinals managed to go 9-8 and clinch the playoff berth. This is the first time they made the playoffs since 2015, 13 years away, and they finally made it back. And the 49ers, once again, they were shooting themselves in the foot. Like 4 years, basically, of struggles, as they started off 2-6 and looked like they were done. Then they managed to make a huge comeback, and they actually played very good at the end of the year. They finished 9-8 like they did last year, but unlike last year where they were horrible, this year they looked really good finish. But it wasn't enough to win the division. And the Seahawks, they had a strong 3-1 start, but after that, the team fell off quite a bit after Russell Wilson was let go, and they drafted a new QB, as they regressed to 8-9. And the defending champion Rams pulled off what they did in real life 2022. They won their first game, but then the season never recovered afterwards, losing 6 in a row, and they had a horrible season to finish 5-12. That's how the Rams have been these last 4 years. Division winner. Then they were terrible next season. Then the next year they won the Super Bowl. And then this year they're terrible again. They're inconsistent with Herbert, surprisingly. So yeah, that's how the AFC went. Number 1 was the Colts. Number 2, Ravens. Number 3, Chargers. Number 4, Dolphins. Number 5, Bengals. Number 6, Titans. Number 7, Bills. And the NFC was number 1, Bears. Number 2, Saints. Number 3, Giants. Number 4, Cardinals. Number 5, Packers. Number 6, Falcons. Number 7, Lions. Alright? So now, let's take a look at the stats as we get ready for the Super Bowl in just a moment. As we take a look at the NFC North to start things off, as always, with the QBs, the AFC North, I mean to say. Burrow had one of his best prize seasons ever. 48 touchdowns to 8 picks. What an incredible season he had. DJ Morse, the rookie QB that was taken very early on in the draft. He had an okay year, although it would be nice if he had a little bit, did better. Donald Poole had a good year. And Lamar, he had a little bit of a down year, unfortunately, for him. And the AFC South, Watson still had a good year, but nowhere near as explosive as he was last year. Trevor Lawrence had a good year. Gregory Baylock had a really good year. And Matthew Chambers had an awesome year. He was the best quarterback of all the AFC South. Very good season for the AFC South. The Bills, Josh Allen, he played very good after having a terrible season last year. Remember, he had like 25 picks. Massive turnaround. Scott Butler had a very dominant year. Connor Daly had a really good year. And Mac Jones, yeah, he's obviously not the future. The Patriots actually drafted QB in the first round in a recent draft. But they're going to let Mac Jones have another go at to try and salvage it. And yeah, it looks like he's going to be done in his career with the Patriots. Max Stratton had another good year. Patrick Mahomes had a good year. So it seems to be largely the defense that caused problems. Jake Samuel had a little bit of a down year with those interceptions. And Bobby Harris still had a good year, although those interceptions are kind of high. All right, the NFC North, Justin Fields, after having a down year last year, was once again back to being explosive as he passed for over 5,000 yards, 45 touchdowns to 18 picks. Derek Carr, probably his last year too with the Vikings, plus he's going to be 38 next year, so he might not play much longer. He had an okay year, but still kind of disappointing. Darius Forbes, after having a not good year last year, also had a really dominant year with 45 touchdowns. And Tyler Carter, who replaced Tua after they drafted him 2 years ago, had a very dominant first season as a starter as he put up 42 touchdowns and 9 picks. Absolutely insane season. And the NFC South, Kerry Baker had a good year, but it's kind of a down year for him a little bit. Zach Wilson also had a little bit of a down year as well, but still a good year. Tua joined the Falcons. He had a good year, although it seems a little lower than usual. And Benjamin Fletcher, replacing Sam Darnold, he had an okay year. Although that's actually not that bad for a 1-16 team, but you think that would be better. NFC East, Kerry Ford had a dominant year. Probably his first awesome season, too. Dak had a kind of an okay year, as he's getting up there in age, too, so the Cowboys might need to consider replacing him. Christian Lennon had a good year, and Levy Cardoni had a good year, although they've had better season than this. And finally, the NFC West, Trey Lance had a very good year once again. Galvin McMahon, who replaced, I can't remember who it was last year. Now, I think this is his second year as a starter. Yeah, it is second year as a starter, or QB since they drafted him last year. He had a very awesome season for his first year as a starter. And Brian Beckham, who the Seahawks drafted, he also had a very dominant year for his first year there. And Herbert, definitely a pretty bad down year for him, unfortunately. No idea what's going on with the Rams. They've been so inconsistent. Alright. So now we take a look at the running backs. Come on. So let's see. Zeke. God, I hate when it does that. Zeke on the Titans leads the league with 820 rushing yards, with Josh Jacobs on the Bills second place. Rushing touchdowns. It's a three-way tie between Josh Jacobs, Najee Harris with the Falcons, and Cam Akers for the Chargers with 20 each. And Joe Shepard has 19 with the Saints. Alright, and then receiving yards. Hate when it does that so much. Manny Franklin with the Chiefs had 1,800 receiving yards. Mike Evans for the Saints, I can't believe he's still playing too, is second in the league. And then touchdowns. Manny Franklin also leads the league in touchdowns too. Man, explosive tight end for the Chiefs, yet they couldn't do anything with him. Chase Claypool had 16 touchdowns, and Tyler Boyd had 16 as well. Alright, and then defensive stats. Here we go. 26 sacks for LaDaimon Borden, which I actually think is second best in this franchise. I think Aaron Donald earlier in the franchise had like 30 sacks or something like that. So this might actually be second all time, which is insane. Absolutely dominant season for him. I probably gotta make sure he has a 99 overall for that. Chase Young, 21 sacks. Oh my gosh, that is insane. 2 20-yard sackers. Low year for picks. Rashad Hatcher for the Cowboys. Brian Murphy Jr. for the 49ers. Denzel Ward for the Eagles. And Josh Allen for the Lions with 5 each. So yeah, a lot of sacks, but not a lot of picks. Alright. So now we take a look at the playoff bracket, how it went. So in the playoffs, in the wild card round, the AFC, the Ravens spanked the Bills to get the win. The Chargers destroyed the Titans. The Dolphins held on to beat a very tough Bengals team. The Saints beat the Lions in overtime in an offensive showcase. The Giants pulled off the upset to beat the Falcons in overtime as well. And the Packers destroyed the Cardinals. Then in the divisional round, the Dolphins throttled the Colts to make it to the conference championship for the first time since 1992. And the Chargers bested the Ravens to make the conference championship for the first time since 2026. And then, in a rivalry matchup, the Packers destroyed the Bears to win it and make it to the conference championship for the first time since 2020. And then the Saints held on to beat the Giants in overtime to make the conference championship for the first time since 2018. Then the conference championships. The Chargers spanked the Dolphins to make the Super Bowl for the first time since 2025. And then the Saints destroyed the Packers to make the Super Bowl for the first time since 2009. And that is our Super Bowl. The Chargers and the Saints. As we are getting ready to do it now. What a Super Bowl it was. It was not a Super Bowl I was expecting, but that's what's going to be. So here we go. The Chargers have have made the Super Bowl 2 times now in this franchise. Remember, they were in the Super Bowl in 2025 where they beat the undefeated Bears. And now, as they're going to have to face the Saints, who are in the Super Bowl for the first time in this franchise and only the second time ever since 2009. Man, what an overall for the Chargers. That's insane. All right, it's 2028, so the Saints are... No, this is the Chargers, okay? The Chargers are the away team in this game. And you know what? Let me see if I could do a different... Where's their other away uniform? Let's see. There we go. Much better. Rather than have that. Okay, and now for the Saints... I have to still use my dad's Logitech gamepad because I still can't find mine for some reason. It's pissing me off. Yep, they're going to rock that. So here we go. The Super Bowl. The Chargers and the Saints. Chargers trying to get their first title since 2025 and their third overall. Saints are trying to get their first title since 2009 and their second overall. A battle between two teams that do not have really any championship history. And it's in... Oh, that's in Minneapolis! And there's still Sean Payton. Still the still the coach for the Saints. Alright, here we go. The Chargers are going to start it off. And also, I lowered the game volume, so hopefully it's not as loud as it's been the last few Super Bowls. So here we go. Super Bowl 63 underway for the 2028 title. And going to start off at the 23 for the Chargers. So, Max Stratton. Another dominant year for him. And the Chargers have a very good offense. So let's see how they do this season. As they're going to have to go up against the Saints. Alright, so here we go. As they're going to run it. And got a little bit of a nice hole before getting swallowed up. As that was a 5-yard gain for Akers. Cheese play, yeah, that's me. So here we go. See what the Chargers can do right here. And they're going to get the first down and going to take the knee. Or slide. First pass. As the Chargers are already near midfield. Here we go. As they're going to run for a brick wall. And that led nowhere. Cam Akers get nothing. Saints defense showing some resistance on the run so far. Going to go for that pass. This is the first down for the Chargers before it being taken down. So far, Stratton is 2 of 2 for 30 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people.
All right, first and 10. And got a hole, but ran right into another one, as that's a 5-yard game, though, for Akers. That's a 6-yard game, so it's 2nd and 4. Alright, they're in Saints territory, getting closer to the red zone. As they're going to go with the bench. Here we go for the bench! Caught somehow! Nice! 1 yard short of the red zone. As Chargers are going downfield with not much effort other than the running game. And Stratton has his X Factor. No idea what X Factor that is, though, but he's got his X Factor. And here we go. He's going to, for a moment, run around the hole, but got swallowed up, so a 4-yard gain. And the Chargers are now in the red zone, as they are just going downfield with not much effort other than the running game. Here we go. Another bench press. Going for it deep and going to get it. Touchdown Chargers to start off the game. Up in Minneapolis, as the Chargers are going to score first, as they are determined to get their second title in this franchise. It's up and it's good. So 4:24 in the first quarter, and the Chargers are already up 7-0 on the Saints. Man, look at Max Stratton. 4 of 4 for 61 yards. All right, here we go. Got to swap controllers now. Take the knee. Take the knee. So Saints are going to start off. This is the first time, too, we're going to see Kerry Baker, who was drafted in the first round of 2022 to be the actual successor of Breeze. And he didn't have as good of a year as he normally would, but let's see how he does his first time in the Super Bowl. Saints' first time here in 19 years. Opening. Well, there was a first down potential, but got swallowed up as it's a 5-yard gain for Shepard.
You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned?
What are you talking about? I don't know who they're talking about, as got the pass, and that's going to be a first down. Who are they talking about? Because the Saints, Peyton's only been to the Super Bowl one other time, and that was 2009, which they won. And then I think it's still Brandon Staley for Chargers. This is second Super Bowl, and they won the first one, so I don't know what they're talking about. It didn't go right. They won their only Super Bowl appearances. Going to go for it deep, and it was incomplete. All right, incomplete. They tried to do a bench play, too, but that one didn't work out. And there we go, and going to get taken down, only a 1-yard gain right there. So Saints offense kind of getting stuffed now. That's not a good sign, as I do not like any of these plays. Come on, you got to give me something better. Yeah, we're going to try and go deep. Here we go, 3rd and 9.
Here's Baker to throw on 3rd down.
Oh, he's double covered. He got knocked out of his hands. It was incomplete. He almost had to, but it was knocked out. And wow, the Saints offense got shut down. Jeez. Well, that is not the start the Saints wanted, that's for sure. Good job, Protector. Oh, there we go. Ooh, big hit right there, but managed to get some yards out of it. Well, that was not a good start for the Saints, that's for sure. So, Chargers defense right now looking good. And let's see how they do in the second drive, as Stratton still has his X factor. And going to go for that play, and got close to the first down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way.
All right, second free. Going for it. Oh, good deflection. That's Stratton's first incompletion, so it's now 3rd and 3. And they still, and of course, thank you, OBS. I really appreciate that. Stop doing that. Well, it's not OBS. It's the I think it's the UBS on my computer dying. It's been doing it for like a year now almost. With the Bluetooth and my controller is really irritating. Here we go. 3rd and 3. Wide open. And he got it. Let's go. Big play for Stratton. And the Chargers got a big first down. A 22-yard pass. As they've been largely cooking this Saints defense. Like, all the momentum so far is on the Charger side, as once again they still can't run the ball. 5 runs and only 16 yards. Just like nothing's going their way off with the running game. It's just their passing game that's doing good. Oh, he's going for it deep. He dropped it. Freaking dropped it. All right, it's 3rd and 8. Looks like now the Saints defense may be starting to show up since they've been successfully stopping the pass lately. All right, here we go. It's 3rd and 9. Can they convert? There he goes. He's got the catch. He's going to get the first down and taken down, just like that. He already has 100 yards in this game. This is insane. This Chargers offense. We'll try this play. And going to get that pass. And just short of the first down. As they're going to try and do this really quickly. Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh boy, and picked off! Trying to force it right there, and take it down, and still going! Trying to force it in right there to get a second touchdown, but didn't work out, as it is a pick, and the Saints defense got the stop. What a play right there for the Saints. Just tried to push it in right in that gap, but didn't work out. So a big stop for the Saints defense. This is the last play of the first quarter. And there goes the Saints rushing attack as a big gain of 16 yards. And there we go. The first quarter's over as the Chargers lead 7-0. Man, the Saints got lucky. It could have been 14-0 right now, but their defense showed up. Because right now their offense has not been doing good other than that rushing game. But they lead the game in rushing yards. Passing yards, they only had 8 yards. My goodness. Oh boy, there they go. They're running back for a juke. And going to get another big gain. He has 36 yards now. Let's go. That's 9 yards per carry, too. Oh, my gosh. They've been running the ball really good now. And that time it didn't go anywhere and lost a yard. Well, there goes that momentum.
As a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is.
Here we go. Second 10, gonna get the catch, but falls short of the first down.
They're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
All right. So here we go. 3rd and 2.
But now they face 3rd down.
And oh boy, there's a hole! And there we go, gonna get the first down. As their running back, Shepard, has almost 50 yards in this game already.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you
Here we go, 1st and 10 near midfield.
At least you know where everyone.
And gonna get that catch, and just short of the first down. Man, Baker's not having the best game. 3 of 5 for 25 yards. He's been largely shut down this game.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And did he get the first down? Let's go! He got the first down still. Man, this passing... These plays they're picking are just not that good. Alright, we're going to try going deep again for Baker. Looks like his X Factor is almost about to be in effect. Oh boy, here we go! Go! He dropped it! Oh, he dropped it! It was right there.
And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. And gonna get wide open for the first down.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers.
Not even 50 yards still.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign
All right, here we go.
and try and cover him before he gets going.
Oh, there's a opening. And got swallowed up. But now in the red, no, at the goal line for the Saints as they're trying to score.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the
The Saints have had half the time of the possession for the second quarter. They've been on a roll. And of course I say that, and then they gain nothing on that rush right there. Oh my god, I still do not like these plays they picking. Here we go. Oh, there's a flag. It almost had, but let's see on the flag. And holding on the offense. Come on, Saints. You got to do better than that.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then
All right, here we go. Cheese play, yeah, that's me. And gonna get it, but gonna be taken down short.
Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
Hey, it worked. Why not do it again? Open, and there we go. Touchdown. And the Saints cut the deficit finally.
A great effort there to make the grab. And the
All right, one extra point away from tying it up.
Superbowl at 7.
Up and good. So now 3:02 remain in the second, and the game's tied up.
Tied here in the 2nd quarter.
So far, kind of a low-scoring game, unlike last year where it was really high-scoring between the Rams and the Chiefs. All right. So this is the first time we're seeing the Chargers since the end of the first quarter. It's been like 5 whole minutes since they've last played out there. Man, their offense has been clicking other than that freaking pick in the end zone. They could be up 14-0 right now if it wasn't for that.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game
Caught,
now, so
but that's just going to be a 2-yard gain.
that way. You can't go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Stratton.
And going to get it, but once again short of the first down.
Call it a gain of 6.
Not what they needed.
They're gonna have a 3rd down.
Oh boy, could they get this off before half? 2-minute warning. Yep, they will.
Looking to throw.
And there it is, going to get the first down. All right, so 2-minute warning as they got the first.
And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain.
Like they have here we go. Finally something good.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The
Time for a
Patriots
good old bench press.
today in the NFL.
And there he is. What? He overthrew it. Why did he give up right there? You should have kept running. Dude, it was right there. And he gave up.
Am I correct?
What the hell, receiver?
Incomplete when
Come on.
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming.
All right, let's try it again. Another bench press. This time I'm going shorter. And just stayed in. All right, went out of bounds, but didn't get the first, unfortunately.
Finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on
Oh, my gosh. Didn't get the first down that was needed.
and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
All right, time for some good old cheese play, yeah, that's me.
Back to throw again.
Got it. And all right, there we go. Past midfield now.
Have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
that's a big conversion.
Like they're still not picking really good plays, much to my annoyance.
Up here late in the half, they'd love to take the clock all the way down.
We're going deep.
This will definitely help the cause.
Oh boy. Oh, deflected twice.
Dangerous throw.
Oh my gosh, almost picked off twice.
Into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball. way
2nd
better
10
than
now.
he's in.
Interestingly, that throw.
Bench press again. And once, oh, the pass interference. Let's go. Pass interference on the Saints. Once again, he slowed down, but thankfully the Saints player was grabbing, so pass interference.
So a costly penalty.
Oof, that's unfortunate for the Saints.
And when the
A
officials are
terrible
looking for
pass
these
and
situations,
got bailed out.
Whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway.
Gonna get, go, 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 go. Got the 2.
It's less likely to draw the flag.
And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And here we go. Wide open and gonna get it. Touchdown Chargers as they retake the lead.
Cam Akers.
Man, as Stratton has just been really good other than that pick.
McLaughlin for the extra point.
Here we go. Up and good. So 55 seconds remaining
14 seconds.
in the half as the Chargers are now up 14-7.
That time is going to go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Chargers.
Let's see what they're going to do here. Saints, could they get something time? They are going to start the second half with the ball, but you know it would be nice to score beforehand.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
They
1st and
change
10.
offensively.
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball.
And incomplete, almost picked off 2 times.
Space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes
And going to
you
get the
have to
pass,
run the
but going to be short of the first down, so they're going to have to do a timeout.
position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Back to throw. Baker.
Here we go. Gonna get the, oh, he dropped it. He dropped it. Oh, you God, are you kidding me? They dropped it. Oh my gosh, you dropped it. And they're not going to take a chance to go for it on 4th and 2. They're just going to punt it away. Oh my god, it was there and they dropped it. Come on. How do you do that? All right, now with 32 seconds left, could the Chargers try and get something going?
Switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half.
32 seconds, all for your timeouts to try and get something. So let's see what they got. Cheese play, yeah, that's me. Gonna go for it big. And that was a big gain, almost midfield already on one play. All right.
As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
Going for it deep, covered. Oh, deflected and dropped. Oh my, it was right there. Oh man.
First half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step.
Oh, wide open. He got it. Big play. And the Chargers are at the goal line. The Saints defense was napping hard. Now let's see if can the Chargers score a touchdown right. Oh, it's not even 1st and goal yet. Oh boy, could the Chargers get something? And headed to a short pass. It got them close, but not there. But now they're going to have to be careful because they don't have any timeouts. No timeouts, so they got to be careful about not being in there. But any pass should be automatically in the end zone. Stop doing that, controlling game. Any pass they did should automatically be in the end zone when they're open. So let's see. Here we go. Caught! Oh, he dropped it! He had it, but he dropped it. Good job, Saints defense. No, we got time for one more try. No. No! I didn't want to do a run play. Hit B! No. No. Well, gonna have to cheese play. Yeah, that's me. Inadvertently. Here we go. Oh, but he got it! Touchdown, Chargers! As they are throttling the Saints defense. His 3rd passing touchdown of the game, and honestly should have been his 4th if it wasn't for that pick. Jeez, the Saints could be down 20-0 if it wasn't for that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 21-7.
Man, the Chargers are just dominating the Saints right now. All right, so here we go. Game, stop saying that. You gotta stop doing that. I'm tired of it. Oh my god. Another problem is the controllers are like all tangled up, but I can't do anything about it. That would require unplugging and everything, and I can't do that. I have to finish the game first. Yeah, there's nothing really the Saints can do. They had their chance and they kind of blew it.
Just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time.
And they're going to take the kneel down, and that's going to do it for halftime as the Chargers are up 21-7 and largely just dominating the Saints. Now the Saints are going to start off with the ball, so good for them to try and get something going because they need to start getting something soon because it's starting to get out of hand.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Saints set to go here.
All right, Saints offense, their running game worked, but passing game needed a lot more stuff going their way. They still lead the league in the game in rushing yards as they continue to rush it right there and gain 4 yards out of it.
If there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them.
Oh, dropped again. That's been a major problem with both teams. They can't stop dropping balls that should not be dropped. You just haul it in. Come on. You gotta haul those balls in. All right, here we go. 3rd and 6. Chargers need something. I mean, Saints need something, and they're short. They are short. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I think they're going to go for it. On 4th and 1, they're going for it. Deep in their territory. This could be a problem if they don't make it, but they got to start doing something because that Chargers offense can't be stopped, apparently. And he's going to get it with a whole bunch extra, too. All right, so the Saints are still in it. And the Saints are still in it.
They were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage?
And going to get the catch, and that's about 5 yards. Or never mind, about just 3. Jeez.
3 yards to gain there, second down.
Wide open, gonna get it. All right, first down for the Saints. So their offense is starting to click, looks like, for the moment. Oh, that's not, wait, that's not even their QB. This is like some sort of Wildcat shit or something. Oh my God, big hit, and dropped it. That was weird. Why was their QB not in there? Was that like some sort of like Wildcat offense or something? There's Baker, like that was weird. Almost caught for the first down too, but of course dropped it. Oh my God! Animation and then almost an animation pick. That was crap. So now here we go. It's 3rd and 10, and once again the Saints are stalled. Nothing's going their way again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Baker.
Risky. Got it! Oh, he broke the tackle! How about that for the touchdown? What was that? And the Saints have got a touchdown. What was that? Double covered, made the catch one hand, and broke the tackle. What was that? Oh my gosh, are you insane? And the extra point's good, and the Saints finally had something go their way, as they're now down 21-14 with 5:12 remaining in the 3rd. Oh my God, what was that? How did he make that catch? How did he break the tackle? Oh my gosh. That was like Minneapolis Miracle level stuff right there. How fitting too, because it is in US Bank Stadium. Oh man. So now the Chargers, first time since when they scored that touchdown, they're now back out there. Let's see what they got. Chargers still lead in terms of total yards, but they've been destroyed in rushing yards. And then there they go, finally getting a running game going, almost gaining full first down. Man, I can't believe the Saints, the Saints caught that. And that's going to be a first down as they're finally starting to run the ball more effectively.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it.
Here we go. Going to get the catch and going to get taken short of the first down. 20 of 27, 241 yards, 3 touchdowns and a pick. Should have been 4 touchdowns and no pick. Cheese play, yeah, that's me. Wide open. There he goes. There he goes. Gonna get taken down though. Childress with a big catch. And there's Stratton's X Factor again. And what a big hole until it got swallowed up for a 6-yard gain.
Ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Oh, here we go. Big play. It was supposed to be a vertical, but ended up being a run. But hey, it doesn't matter. It got the first, so I'm not going to complain. But that was not the play it was supposed to be. There's the hole, and gonna get 4 yards out of it. All right, at the red zone now. Here we go. Oh boy, he got it! Oh, he dropped it! Oh my gosh, he had and he dropped it again with the drops. You know, if this were the NFL, they would be holding that in just easily like that, you know. Yeah. Oh boy, and gonna get, but can he get the first down? Oh, did he get the first down? Yes, first down for the Chargers. Oh boy, here we go now. They've just been passing. It's all they've been doing, just passing in this game. Risky! And picked off again! Another risky throw in the goal line, and the Saints defense saved it! God! Why can't anyone just get open? And then when there's someone that looks open, they get swallowed up instantly. And the Saints defense saved them once again. And they needed that stop. So now they have a chance to tie it up. Oh my gosh, it happened again. There could be a 35-7 at this point in the game. Going for that. Man. The Saints defense has now been stopping the pass in the end zone very well. What a strange game this is. And wide open for the first down. I literally didn't know huddle. I don't know why I didn't do it. That was crap. All right, here we go. Gonna go for a screen. And no one was there as he's gonna get sacked. There was no one open. And that's gonna wrap up the third quarter as the Chargers still lead 21-14.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, big play, first down, took a big hit. And here we go, a Saints-specific play. Going to get the big throw as they are marching downfield. Go, 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 I'm hitting A, go. Can't keep waiting, you gotta go. Oh, forced a throw, not even a receiver! He caught it, but it was out of bounds. He caught it, but it was out of bounds. That wasn't even the receiver it was supposed to go to. My gosh. Oh my gosh. 2nd and 10 now. At the red zone too, I just realized. Here we go. Got it. Oh, he dropped it. And it was picked off on the deflection. Oh my God, the Chargers defense got a deflected pick to save the game so far. Oh my gosh. What a pick. Wow, a deflected pass for a pick. And that helped the Chargers out. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 5. And that's going to gain a little bit. Oh my, the Saints were getting something going, and the deflected pick hurt them dearly. 2nd and 10. There's not been a lot of running in this game. And that largely is going to continue as he just gained 3 yards. All right, 3rd and 5. The Saints defense have really shut down the Chargers at the moment. Here we go. 3rd and 3. There it is. And going to get the first down at least. As long as the Chargers maintain the ball, they got it. They don't need to really do anything. Just make sure Saints don't have it. You know what else? They're going to start chewing the clock.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late.
And going to take a sack because once again there was no one open. Because House Classic Men, literally no one's ever open, as you all know, people. They just can never stay open. Or get open at all, as we all know.
Because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times did we talk about
and going to get a big gain right there. Face mask, question mark, ref.
I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 7. A big stop for the Saints are needed right here.
They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd.
Going for it and going to keep it going. And the Chargers are still hanging in there with the ball.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And that's just going to gain a yard, or did lose it? Yeah, gained 1 yard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, time for some good old cheese play, cheese play. Yeah, that's me. And he's going to be wide open for the first down as he still keeps going.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
As the Chargers are still hanging in there. Here we go. Gonna get the catch and gonna stay in bounds. We're at the 2-minute warning. So now 2nd and 5. God! Their receiver had 160 yards. I think he should be MVP after Stratton threw those 2 picks. Alright, 2nd and 5. And I think he's short. No, he got the first down. The Saints are gonna finally call their timeout. Game's not over yet, though.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, got a nice hole and gonna take down short right there as they're gonna take their 2nd timeout.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And there he goes for the first down! And gonna get a timeout once again, as the Chargers have almost iced it.
And final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And that is gonna start kneeling it.
2nd and 11 now.
Oh man! Game's still not fully over yet, though. They might have to go for a 4th down play, potentially, too. It was supposed to be a kneel. I don't know why I did a run. I picked kneel. So that's going to gain 3 yards. I don't know why it did that. I picked QB kneel. I don't know why it was a run. It should not have been a run.
We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL?
All right, here we go. All right, they still got the line for something. They're not going to go for the field goal, though, even though they could run the score. They're not going to take a chance for a block punt to go all the way back. And there we go. The Chargers hold on to beat the Saints 21-14 as they won their first title since 2025. Title number 2 in the franchise. In an ugly game that should have been a complete blowout, but because of their 2 turnovers in the goal line, they allowed the Saints to be competitive, and their defense saved them there to stop the tie. They never trail in this game. Dude, this game should have been like 35-7, but because of their stupidity, it's 21-14. Oh, man. The Saints looked horrible in that game other than their defense stopping the blowout from being even worse. Yep, take a look at those highlights. I think that was the first touchdown of the game. That was a big play right before halftime, I think. Yep, I think that was another one too, right before halftime. And there was the 3rd touchdown. Yeah, I have no idea how the Saints got that. And that was the last points of the game too. Yep, Pat Reynolds got MVP, well deserved. 12 receptions for 160 yards and a touchdown. What a game it was as the Chargers are champs once again. Title number 2. What a season for Stratton and their running back in this, their receiver in this game. God, it kept not going right for my head. As they won title number 2. 1963, 2025, and now 2028. Man, what a game that was. As we take a look at the final stats. Neither QB honestly did really that good. If Stratton did not have those 2 picks and gotten the 5 touchdowns that he should, not only would he have been MVP, he would have had one of the greatest seasons, greatest Super Bowls ever I've done in my franchises. Probably only being beaten by maybe the Rams or the Bengals win in those 2 Super Bowls for my 09 series. Because, man, He was almost good if it wasn't for those picks. He would have been perfect. Akers got 77 yards rushing despite having terrible start to the game. He managed to pull through at the end. Pat Reynolds, oh my God, he was just unstoppable in this game. Absolutely unstoppable. Alright. Oh, no, it wasn't done yet. I want to look at sacks. I think there was at least one sack, I think. Well, one sack each. Man, Roquan Smith's still playing. Yep, those picks were just wild. Alright, so that's the end of this video, guys. As the 2028 season wrapped up with the Chargers beating the Saints 21-14 to clinch their first title in 3 years. Hope y'all enjoy and see y'all next time to wrap up the 2020s and 2029.